I was in New Orleans on vacation with my family, and instead of being happy, having a few drinks, spending time with family, going to football games, I was inside my hotel room writing a pretty dark letter to my family. Of course, I'll go throughout my day and I'll wear my I'm fine mask, because there was no way in hell that I'm going to be a burden to them and ruin their vacation. Not to mention, this was a vacation that me and my family have been planning for months. We've been looking forward to this. I was looking forward to this, but it was like, no matter what I do, no matter how much I've been looking forward to this trip, how much I'm spending time with family, I just was not happy. Would I have known months later that I would be attracting success and abundance because I genuinely transformed myself into the high value woman that I've always seen myself? Would I have known that months ago? I would have told y'all, yeah, you're crazy. There's absolutely no way that this extremely depressed girl that feels worthless can feel like a true high value woman. I so much so started walking in the high value confidence that I've always had, but I started to exude it so much so that other people around me started to notice the high value that I bring to their lives, the high value woman that I am, and the things, the value that I bring to their lives, so much so that they started bringing opportunities to me, and I was just attracting good, positive energy and abundance. Even though I deal with bouts or episodes of depression, even though I have thoughts sometimes that I am worthless, I am no good, there's no way I'm doing this, I am still a high value woman, even though I deal with moments or episodes of depression. So in this video, I'm going to show you my depression-friendly step-by-step system that I've created, that even though I'm dealing with depression, that has transformed me genuinely into feeling, not just feeling like a high-value woman, but actually being a high-value woman and exuding that to the people around me, so much so that they are attracted to my high value. They see my high value and opportunities. They bring opportunities and success my way. This system is especially for my depressed women out there, depressed women, girls who feel like their own worst enemy at times, and they feel like I would be so much further if I wasn't depressed. I would be a high value woman if I didn't deal with depression. I will be living out my dreams right now if I wasn't always my own enemy and get stuck in my own head. This video is especially for you. You are not too depressed to do these steps and to become the high value woman that you've always seen yourself to be. Because these won't be BS steps that you usually get when you Google or research how to come out of my depression. I won't be mentioning working out, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, because I swear every single article that I've read before when I am depressed and trying my hardest to get out of a depressive episode, those are always the steps that they recommend. And sometimes those steps just do not work. I am working out, I'm eating healthy, I'm getting enough sleep, and I still feel horrible. In the beginning, my depression completely stripped me of my emotions. It didn't matter if it was positive, if it was negative. As a child, I was told or taught that emotions are bad. Good, bad, doesn't matter. I'm not showing any emotions. So you can imagine how guilty I felt in that hotel room when I'm bawling my eyes out when absolutely nothing is wrong with me. The amount of guilt that I had in that hotel room just for having these negative emotions was insane. And in that hotel room, I had completely given up. And let me tell you, that was the best decision I could have made. If you're like me and if you ever dealt with depression, you typically have two people living in your head at the time. Hater Hannah and Gracious Grace. And their conversations usually go a little something like this. Mercedes, you have absolutely no reason to be depressed. Well, hey, even though, your basic needs are met, that doesn't necessarily mean your emotional needs are met. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way. No, it's not okay, because the moment that you accept that you're depressed, that's when you're going to give up on your life, and then you're going to spiral out of control, and you're not going to do anything to improve yourself. You're going to become the lazy bum that you already are. But we can't always be strong, right? It's not about being strong, but it's just like, get over it. You'll never be the person that you want to be. So just give up already. Just give up. And you know what I told Hater Hannah? Okay, fine. I give up. And that was the best decision that I've ever made. Do you want to know what happened to the internal dialogue battle that goes on in my brain constantly when I'm in a depressive episode? Peace. internal peace. Once I finally accepted the fact that, hey, Mercedes, yes, you are having negative feelings, and that is 1000% okay, that is when things start to turn around. It doesn't mean that you're too much for other people. It just simply means that you're human. And humans, this life be lifing. And you're going to have moments of joy, and you're going to have moments when you feel like absolute crap. And do you want to know what? It's okay. Accept those feelings. Step one is acceptance. Accept that you deal with depression. It makes you human. Do not try to fight it. If you're already there, if you're watching this video, most likely you're already dealing with some type of depressive episode. And I'm here to tell you that is okay. Accept it. Do not try to fight it off. You are who you are. God made you a way for a reason. So accept who you are and come to peace with it. Once you accept it and acknowledge it, that's when you can move forward. Now, because I finally accepted my depression, and that's just a part of me, it's not who I am, it's just a part of something that I deal with from time to time, I was then able to open up one major key that really unlocked me stepping into the high value woman that I see myself as. Have you ever been disappointed by a celebrity or a content creator? You see them online, you see them on movies, the big screens, wherever you see them at, and you idolize them, you think that they're this perfect person, they're just great. I feel like all of us have been there at some point. We see their money, their cars, their beauty, their followers, their fans, and we value that. We see that and we're like, wow, this person is amazing. This is a person that I aspire to be like. And then the shoe drops out. Oh, what's the saying? The bottom falls out. And then we learn that this person is not at all someone that we should be valuing. I was laying in bed in that hotel room, and after I'd done all my crying, wrote my letter, I decided to get on social media. Big mistake. Don't do that. And I'm scrolling, and while I'm scrolling, I am comparing. This content creator has so many followers. This content creator has this body. This content creator has all these brand deals. This celebrity, they're on this movie, or they're on this screen. They're in this TV show. They have all these external amazing things that I do not have. Therefore, I am not valuable. And doing this brought me to this very important question that I needed to answer in order to really get myself to that next level of being a high value woman. And that was, what do you value and why do you value those things? Are you validating money? Are you validating external beauty? What is it that you value and why? As a kid, I always had high dreams of being, a famous celebrity and being on a movie, writing amazing movies and TV shows. I always saw myself as that as a young child. And because I'm not there yet, I didn't see myself as high value yet. And that is the trap that we all put ourselves into. Our value is not tied to the external things that we have. Because as we've seen with R. Kelly, P. Diddy, so many of these celebrities that have everything that you could think of, and we find out that they are a piece of shit, and lack of better words. And we find out that these are horrible people who do horrible things to each other. They have the money, they have the cars, they have the success, they have the beauty, they have the followers, they have everything, and yet they're still not a high value person. Once I started researching that and researching myself, I started to realize that because I'm not there yet, it really, really contributed to my depression. Mercedes, you don't have this yet. You don't have all the subscribers. You don't have a well-made TV show out or a movie. You're not successful yet. Therefore, you are not high value. You have not gotten there yet. Therefore, you are not of value. And these are the lies or the stories that my brain, my mind would try to tell me that would contribute to my depression. So the second step in this system is to have a serious conversation with yourself and ask yourself, what do I value and why? And I started to learn a lot about myself that got me closer to being the high value woman that I've always wanted to be. It made me realize the one thing that you need in order to be high value. And seriously, because it made me answer, who are you, Mercedes? And what value do you truly bring to other people's lives? And once we step back from social media's definition of what high value is, I know a lot of social media says high value, be a high value woman, and then you get this man and you get this man and you just got it going on all the time, 24/7. But if we step back from that for just 1 second and truly think about the meaning of value, what is value? What does value mean? Does it mean that you are attracting men in your life? Is that what value is? Does it mean that you have money, that you have status? What does it mean to actually bring value to someone's life? High value. What does it mean that when you enter someone else's life and you're just so valuable to them that they don't want to let you go? They want you in their lives forever. So I started to analyze myself, looking within myself and seeing, do I have that kind of relationship with people? Do people find me high value? And I was able to answer the question, yes. Yes, Mercedes. You already bring value to other people's lives. And this was a number one mind shift that I had to do in order to start walking and exuding and walking in my high value self. Every day I go out and I try my absolute very best to help other people, whether that's kids, my family members, friends, family. I try my hardest every single day to be a good person and to put out positive, good vibes, feelings out in the world. It is my priority in life to bring positivity into the people's lives around me. Right there is high value enough. And once I started to really look at myself and look at so if these celebrities with all these things and these content creators with all these amazing things aren't high value, then what is actually high value? And what is actually high value? Like being a good person to other people, helping others, having a good spirit, a good heart, not being malicious, not being a negative force or entity in this world, being loving and caring and helpful and actually trying to make people feel better about themselves or making people feel better in our lives. That is high value. It does not matter how much money you have. It does not matter how much external success you have. So let me tell you the secret to being a high value woman. You already are. You already are a high value woman. The external things, if you reach the success, if you get all that, that's great. That's amazing. But I can imagine a lot of people who deal with depression, like myself, they have such big hearts. They want to help others because they know what it feels like to be depressed, to not feel like they have any worth, to not feel high value. And you become high value in other people's lives when you start helping others, caring for others, taking care of others. When someone thinks of you, a smile lights up on their face because you are already high value. You care about others. The most depressed people are always the most giving and generous, and we just care so much. So I'm here to tell you, as depressed as you are right now, you are a high value woman. You don't have to do anything spectacular, amazing, this grand gesture at all. You being the amazing mom, sister, co-worker, just being a positive light in someone else's life and helping others already makes you high value. And I don't mean you have to go out and volunteer every day, doing this and doing that. But as long as you are actively trying to be a good person, and I know that you are, then you are high value. As long as you are putting your best foot forward, as depressed as you get sometimes, as depressed as you get, it doesn't matter. You're high value. Exactly the way you are. These are the mindset shifts that took me from being depressed to being a high value woman. And no, this is not the all changing, like, oh my gosh, I got this skincare routine and, I got all this money. This is digging a little bit deeper than that. And these are those affirmations that you have to switch in your mind and start to ask yourself, what do I value? Why do I value those things? All of those external things do not matter. And I know that when you're depressed, right now, that doesn't sound like a lot. But it is. It's worth so much. It's worth more than the millions of followers or subscribers that you might be aspiring to, or, you know, the car or the money that you are aspiring to, because you are absolutely incredible, even with depression. That depression makes you just, you just got a little extra seasoning, you know? I truly believe that depressed people, we just care so much. We might get down on ourselves thinking that we're nothing, we don't matter. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. You are a high value person, and your depression is what makes you high value, because that just means that you are human and you care. You care deeply. And you know, once you have embraced that, you could then take on your soft life. And if you are new to the soft life journey, go ahead and click that video up above. I'll have that linked. Bye! You got this. Depression or not, you got this, girl. We got this. Subscribe.